I figured out how to become fluent in any language fast and remember it forever. Let me guess, you've been wasting your time with apps, random videos, and useless vocab lists, and you're still stuck. It's because you're doing it all wrong, you idiot. But the problem isn't you, it's the garbage methods you've been following. In this video, I'm giving you 8 cheat codes that top students use to master any language faster than you ever thought possible. So let's get started. 8. Learn like a child. Kids are the ultimate language learners. Why? Because they don't care about making mistakes. They just listen, imitate, and figure it out as they go. Meanwhile, here you are, too scared to say a word unless your grammar is 100% perfect. So stop wasting time obsessing over verb conjugations and start doing what kids do best. Listen, copy, and repeat. Watch shows, play music, and repeat words even if you sound like a complete idiot. The secret isn't in textbooks or endless grammar drills. It's in exposing yourself to the language and just going for it. 7. Talk to a native. All right, you're not packing your bags to move abroad or magically finding native-speaking friends. But if you're serious about learning, you need a real plan. And guess what? That plan starts with getting some personalized one-on-one lessons. Not from your clueless friend who took 1 semester of Spanish, but from someone who actually knows what they're doing. That's why I recommend italki. It's a platform where you can learn from real native-speaking teachers who will fix your mistakes and make sure you don't sound like a complete idiot. Think about it. On italki, you're not stuck in some boring classroom. You get lessons tailored to your unique needs, interests, and goals. Hate textbooks? No problem. Want to talk about your favorite TV show or prepare for a job interview? They've got you. With over 30,000 teachers worldwide, there's literally no excuse for you to be stuck saying hola and gracias for the rest of your life. Stop pretending you're too busy, because you can book lessons around your own insane schedule. And here's the kicker. Italki doesn't just help you learn, it boosts your confidence like crazy. You can practice conversation with native speakers who won't judge you when you butcher a word. They'll help you improve your listening and speaking skills so you can actually sound fluent. And let's be honest, we both know you need it. Even if you're a clueless beginner who can barely string 2 words together, you can find teachers who speak your native language. I'm just starting out in French, and one 30-minute lesson on italki taught me more than all my failed attempts combined. Bonjour, je suis l'explicateur Furia.
Mais la prononciation correcte est celle-ci. Attention. Bonjour, je suis l'explicateur furieux.
Yeah, that's right. They'll hold your hand and explain everything in baby steps so you don't feel like a total idiot. But you're probably thinking, great, but I can't afford this. Wrong! On italki, you pay per lesson, no sneaky subscriptions or monthly fees. And right now, there's an even better deal. Buy $10 and get $5 for free using my promo code ANGRYEXPLAINER. But this deal is only for the first 50 people, so move your lazy butt before it's gone. Click the link in the description or comments and stop making excuses already, because New Year is the best time for learning a new language. 6. Immerse yourself. Yeah, trick your brain into thinking you're living in a country that speaks the language. Change your phone, your social media, and even your kitchen labels to the language you're trying to learn. Yes, I mean everything. Don't chicken out and keep your phone in English, you idiot. This forces you to stop being lazy and actually interact with the language all day, every day. Start listening to podcasts in the language too. Doesn't matter if you only catch a word here or there. Your brain needs to hear the rhythm, the pronunciation, and the flow. You'll feel like a confused toddler at first, but that's how you learn, genius! Suddenly, Googling something becomes a mini language lesson, and you'll start picking up phrases without even realizing it. 5. Create your own dictionary. Stop wasting your time learning random words like archaeologist or beekeeping when you can't even order a coffee in the language, you idiot. Focus on the stuff you actually use. Write down words and phrases you'd say in your real life, like how to ask for directions, how to tell someone you're running late, or even how to complain about how hard this language is. Make it personal. If you're not building a dictionary tailored to your life, you're just cramming useless vocab into your head for no reason. And here's the kicker. Languages aren't just about words. They're about how people actually talk. You need to learn how locals use expressions so you don't end up sounding like a stiff robot reciting from a textbook. Ever heard someone say, "Greetings, kind sir. May I inquire about the nearest bus stop?" Yeah, me neither. Focus on learning how people really speak, or don't be surprised when everyone gives you a weird look. You idiot! 4. Talk to yourself. A lot. Yeah, you're gonna feel like a lunatic, but talking to yourself out loud is one of the best ways to learn a language. Start narrating everything you're doing. I'm pouring coffee. I'm tripping over my shoelaces. Whatever. Describe stuff around you. This table is brown. That cat looks pissed off. Sure, it sounds ridiculous, but who cares? You're practicing. You're training your brain to think in the language instead of translating every single word. And let's be honest, no one's listening to you anyway, so stop being self-conscious and get on with it, you idiot! Here's the deal. If you can't talk to yourself, how are you going to talk to anyone else? Think of imaginary conversations as your warm-up act. Picture yourself at a cafe ordering coffee or pretending to ask someone for directions to the nearest bathroom. It's low stakes, no judgment, and it gets you confident and fluent. Yeah, you'll feel like a bit of an idiot at first, but hey, at least you'll be an idiot who's actually getting better. 3. Play video games in the language. Stop being an idiot and wasting time playing video games in your native language. Instead, switch to the one you're trying to learn. Genius! Change the settings, dive into the story, and let the dialogue teach you while you're too busy saving the world to notice you're actually learning something. And if you're playing multiplayer, even better. Get into matches with international players. Open your mouth and start talking. Yeah, you'll sound like a clueless idiot at first, but guess what? That's how you stop being one. You'll pick up slang, learn how real people talk, and maybe even piss off a few players along the way. Good. No grammar app is going to teach you how to insult someone mid-match or explain what GGEZ means. That's where games come in. You'll get real phrases in real situations while actually having fun, so stop being lazy and start leveling up, literally. 2. Create a weekly schedule. All right, start by dividing your week into specific chunks for each skill. Listening, speaking, reading, and writing. But pick 1 or 2 skills to focus on per day. For example, spend Monday listening to a podcast and mimicking what you hear, yes, even if you sound ridiculous. Then move on to recording yourself trying to pronounce those words without sounding like a robot. Spoiler alert, this works. By Tuesday, switch gears, grab a short article or a blog post in your target language, and read it. No, you don't need to understand every single word, so stop whining and just push through. Then write a quick summary, or better yet, your horribly confused thoughts about what you just read. This builds vocabulary and forces your brain to connect the dots. Do something similar for the rest of the week, alternating between skills and attacking them one at a time. Now, weekends, they're not your excuse to slack off, you idiot. Use that time to review what you learned during the week. Revisit the podcast, read the article again, or try speaking about the topic without stuttering like a fool. Mix the skills together to solidify everything in your head. And here's the harsh truth. If you're not consistent, you're wasting your time. Your progress isn't going to magically happen because you tried hard for one day. Stick to the plan, break it down, and get to work, you idiot. 1. Attack your weak spots. Let's face it, you suck at something. Maybe it's listening, speaking, or even writing a basic sentence without looking like a total fool. That's fine. What's not fine is ignoring it and hoping it magically gets better. Spoiler alert, it won't. Sit down, figure out where you're struggling, and focus your energy there. Can't understand a word of that podcast you're pretending to listen to? Start listening to simpler stuff and repeat it until your ears finally get it. Sound like a robot every time you speak? Practice mimicking native speakers until you stop embarrassing yourself. Stop avoiding your weak spots, you coward, and attack them head on. And I hope to see you in the next video. If you don't show up, well, you're even dumber than I thought.